Hello and welcome to the video handover for this 2016 Swift Sprite Alpine 2. Nice little two-berth caravan. Just start around the back where I normally do. So first thing to notice, you've got obviously the grab handles on the side. Nice and easy to manoeuvre this caravan around manually. Highline brake light. Light clusters, they are for your brake lights, running lights, indicators and reversing lights. Area for your number plate, and obviously your cooling steadies under here. I have unlocked most of the lockers that are just for ease of use while I'm doing these videos. So the toilet one to start with is the first thing we get to. This is where the pink fluid goes, your pink rinse. I would suggest, well, what I do is an old 2-litre pop bottle, just put the amount of pink in that you require and then dilute with the correct amount of water, depending on which fluid you use, and just pour it in there, dilute. Underneath you've got the area where the cassette is held. Okay, so this is the standard Thetford cassette, nice and simple to remove. Just lift this handle and pull it towards you. This will then bring the cassette out to you. He says. Okay, so there you go. Right, so to empty the toilet, you know when it's full. There's a light in the toilet compartment that tells you it's full. This goes forward. Remove this cap here. Lift forward and press this button here. That releases any air pressure in there to clean it out, to empty the contents. Right, what you'll need to do then is rinse it out, so slide that back, keep that safe, also keep this safe. You don't want to fall it falling into the wrong hole where you might have to go and get it, which won't be very nice. Open up that and then rinse in there. Okay, nice and simple. Then repeat the process, close that up, put that through, repeat the process, empty out. Now you'll want to fill up with your blue or green solution. You've got markers on the side, fill up to the desired amount and then put that back on. Put it in there it goes, and then add water to dilute. In there. Particularly for winterizing, you might want to empty you will want to empty your pink rinse reservoir. So there's a little pipe just under there, comes down, remove that bung and let gravity do the work to remove all the fluid from there. See underneath there, you've got your 2 waste outlets. That's for your both sinks, kitchen and bathroom, and for the shower. Okay, moving a bit further along, there we've got the vents for the fridge and the freezer. Alloy wheels, the wheels are torqued up to 130 Newton meters, and there's your antenna for the radio. So when you arrive, just put that up to get a bit of reception. Next we get to the battery locker. So with this battery locker, inside, no great surprise, there's a battery. And also we have, that's where your electric hookup is. Okay, word of advice, this flap, whilst the legs are down, the corner steadies are down, that's fine. I never leave when the legs are up, I would never keep that door open, just in case for any strange reason the jockey wheel should slip and you will have some damage. So next is the water inlet, and I'll get the water pump from the front locker. Pump from the locker. This end, the filter end, because there's an internal pump within the van. This is just a filter on here, and that filter goes into the aqua roll. This just clips in there as such. Okay, so then this in the aqua roll. This lid here, that just prevents any dirt or anything getting into your freshwater supply. To remove, very simply, there's a little trigger mechanism underneath. Lift that, put it out. That's it. That's your water pump. Like I say, well, it's not a water pump, that's a water inlet. The pump itself is inside. So I can go back into the foot locker. Here, this is the exhaust area for the Truma heating system if you were using it on gas. So get to the front. As you can see, I've already got the locker open. So inside, spare wheel area for 2 gas bottles. We've set this one up for propane. You've also got here wheel brace and leg winder, water pump. So the 3 windows at the front, grab handles, and running on the Alco chassis. Okay. Further around the front, there's not a lot more to see on this side. I will show you where the information about this particular caravan is. So here you've got the CRIS registration number, or VIN number on here. It says maximum plated weight, the MTPLM, is 1,191 kilograms. Tire pressure is 48 psi. Wheel torque, so if you've got a steel wheel on, so if you had the spare wheel on that was in the front, you would torque that to 88 newton meters, but the alloys are at 130 newton meters. Okay. So there's a magnetic catch on the door, so that'll hold the door open quite nicely. We'll go inside and have a quick look around, then we'll show you how to use everything. Fabulously laid out little caravan. Very warm in here today, which is nice. Feels like caravan weather. So that's the sort of living area. I'll apologise in advance if there's a mirror. Oh dear, there is. So here's your bathroom, nice big bathroom space. Again, I'll try to avoid the mirror. A nice size shower, really nice size bathroom for this size caravan. There's a freestanding table. I'll be back in a second to show you how everything works. Okay, so the operation of the caravan, as you step into the caravan, straight into the kitchen area, if you turn around behind you above the door, or the way the main controls are, we've got obviously the power, water pump and view buttons. Now when I first came in here today, I turned the power button on, nothing happened. This caravan, along with a lot of the Swift caravans, has a shutdown button under here. So, if I can show you that. It has a system shutdown button. If you find that you can't start up anything in the caravan, try looking there first. There's your breaker switches as well, and your fuses. So just make sure the system shutdown button is pressed, and then lo and behold, above the door again, power on. Go to a little diagnostic. It shows you that we are plugged into the electric. Oh, there goes the radio. Let me just turn that off. It always resets and turns it back on. You could always just take the front off. Let's power that off. So, yeah, gives you a chance to view the levels of the batteries. So press that and it shows we're up to the 14 volt. That doesn't surprise me, we are plugged into the mains after all. You would, if you have if it's plugged into the vehicle, to your car, that will also light up. Okay, that's on the view levels. Right, water pump, as I said, there's an internal water pump. So when you've got your pump, your aqua roll there and the pump's inside it, press that water pump and you can hear it. Obviously there's no water connected at the moment, so I'm not going to let that run whilst it's dry. Okay, that's very simple. That will just get the water into your caravan for you. As I also said, this runs on the Truma heating system. So you've got a push button and a rotary dial. So press to start it up. First thing that comes up flashing is it's a little motorhome. That's for the temperature, what temperature you want in here. So press the button again. Currently it's off. because it's quite warm in here anyway, but you can, just by using the rotary dial, turn till you get to your desired temperature that you want. Press again and that will enter that. Whilst it's still there, I'm going to turn it back down again, because the last thing we need in here is the heating on. So that's just for the temperature. For the hot water, the options we have are off, eco, hot and boost. Turn that back off very quickly because I don't want to heat up anything that isn't actually in there, and we don't have any water in there at the moment anyway. So, but that's as simple as it is. Eco, that'll give you enough hot water for having a wash, etc. Hot, that will be very hot anyway. I would make sure you when you're running the tap, make sure you run some cold with it, because it does get exceptionally hot. And boost, obviously boost that if you're going to, one or two of you are going to have a shower in quick succession. Okay. So that's the hot water. If it goes back to the original screen, just press the dial again, the middle one again, and that'll go to where we need to be. Okay. Turn the dial again, and that will tell you how what power we're going to be using, what fuel. If I press that, currently on electric 2, so the options are, can run on gas for the heating and hot water, mix 1, so that's gas and electric, mix 2 is gas and lots of electric, electric 1, I mean that will warm everything up but somewhat slowly. In the UK you're always going to have enough for it to go on to 2. I would suggest that's where you go, so leave it on there. The next one is the fan level. Whilst we've got no heating on, the only choices are off and vent. Now vent means that the fan will run, but it will just circulate air at the current air temperature. If you've got the heating on, I'll tell you what, let's do that while we're here. Turn the heating on to 16. Then bring on to the fan, so you've got eco and high. So the fan will run slowly or quickly. Okay. What will happen when you're setting on set the temperature, if it's cooler than the temperature you set, that little flame will light. That's nothing to do with the gas, that just means that the system is heating up. Okay, next one, you've got set time. Set the time. By the way, this is the back button. I do apologise, I never mentioned that before. So that's the timer. This is to set the time. There's no point me doing it because as soon as we turn the master switch off, it'll go anyway. So back, you've got some settings. Offset, that's basically if the temperature you set on the temperature thing for your heat, if it's you put 21 on and it's actually showing something like 24 or 25, you can offset plus or minus an amount so you've actually got the right temperature there. And so pretty much that's all you're going to need on this Truma system. It comes with a manual anyway, and to turn off, press the button and hold it in, and that will turn itself off. Okay, now this the manuals do come with everything, with the Caravan, all the manuals. But if you get stuck, obviously you can refer back to videos or just give us a call on 01373 752 100. We'll only be too happy to help. Okay, also in here you've got the carbon monoxide alarm, which has got a thermometer on it showing 32 degrees in here, and it feels like it. You've also got a smoke detector in here as well. So on the left hand side we've got an area for the TV to go. So you've got a 230 volt socket, a 12 volt socket, and the TV antenna. Obviously lots and lots of cupboard space all over the place, really nicely laid out. At the front, let's have a quick show you the blinds. All of the blinds work in the same way. You've got the blackout blinds. Make sure you hold on to them as you bring them back up, because you don't want them springing back. Also got fly screens, so you can have the windows open. Standard window catches, open up, lovely. This got a nice sunroof in here. This has a blackout blind, but it doesn't have a fly screen because it doesn't open. Okay, so at the front, a couple more electric sockets. This pulls out to be a table. Nice to sit there on the table. in the morning, nice cup of coffee. Last thing at night, nice glass of wine. Plenty of drawer space to make the bed into a double bed. This just slides out. There's your slats. Then rearrange your cushions to make up the bed. Okay. Got some storage space underneath this side. Storage space at the front as well. Under here, this side has got all the controls. I showed you earlier the where the system shutdown is and the breaker switches. Also here, just want to show you something that's very important, particularly for winterizing. That yellow tap in that position will drain all of the water out of your system, as in the hot water tank and all of your tank of taps, as long as they're open. To allow water in, just put it down so it's horizontal. That way water is now coming in, but I do urge you, particularly at winter, to open that tap, put that tap vertical, and then open your taps in the bathroom and the kitchen, just to make sure all the water drains out. You don't want anything draining in here. Or freezing in here, I should say, rather than draining. Just show you, got some individual lights at the front, more cabinets. As we heard briefly earlier, here's the stereo. To power it on, there's your power button. It does reset itself every time you turn the master switch off. So you will need to set the EQ and what station you want, etc. Okay. Getting to the important area, the kitchen area. Obviously, we've got a nice table here. Well, I say table, it's an extension to the worktop. So you've got that. Power point, 230 volt. Light switches for the kitchen. There are individual lights all over the place in here, all with individual switches. Really, very nice mixer tap there. I do like that. Underneath got the fridge, so it's a Thetford fridge. I'll try to keep my reflection out of the way. To switch on, press the power button there. Press this button, you'll see what we're using for power. Currently using electricity. Press and hold that button. It'll start flashing. You can then move across, so you can use the car alternator, but the fridge does already have to be cold at that point. It won't cool it down from the start. Also can use gas if you're going off grid, but going back to electric. Then you press the button again. The temperature levels will flash, so you can turn the fridge up or down. Press the button to select it, and that's then set. Obviously, I don't need it on at the moment, so turn it off, press and hold. Okay, like I said, you get the book for that, but just give us a call if there are any problems. To open up, there's a little catch on the top. Put it down, and there you are. Fridge from freezer. And a surprisingly nice amount, although I don't know why there is a salad box there for your wine chiller. Up we go. So we've then got the solar panel area. So yes, this has got a solar panel on it, which is always really handy. That keeps your battery top trickle charging in hours of daylight. Area for your plates and your cups. Microwave. I'm not going to teach you how to use a microwave. We give you a book for that. There's the isolator plug for the microwave up in the cupboard next to it. Also got here Thetford oven and hob and grill, separate grill. So lift the lid. It's, as I say on there, do not shut lid when burner alight. Please make sure that is the case. Spark, that works for the 3 gas burners, also for the grill and for the oven. So we've got oven and grill. Okay. Underneath there, cabinet, just for your saucepans, etc. Cabinets next to it. Here you've got your draining board, your gas isolated taps. It depended on which gas you use, or I mean, I'm Personally, I have a propane bottle. I just turn it off at the bottle, light one of the burners when I'm finished with it, just to make sure all the gas burns off. Okay, but you've got some isolators there, not just for the oven, also for the fridge. And bathroom. So that's the toilet, swivel seat. That's the pump to do the rinse. This is where the light comes on when you need to empty cassette. Guarantee that'll be just before you go to bed. So when you've done what you need to do your rinse, empty that out, but make sure you push that back to that position. Otherwise you won't be able to get the flap, or not the flap out, but you won't be able to get the cassette out, and it's possible to try too hard and to break it. Okay, light switch down here. Also some individual light switches in the shower and on the ceiling. Large cupboard, very large cupboard, and that's got your booster for your TV antenna. Again, mixer tap, cabinets underneath. I did show you earlier the freestanding table right in the shower. Particularly when travelling, it needs to be in this position. When you want to open the screen up or close the screen, pull this out, move the screen, shower to your heart's content. But particularly when travelling, you need to pull that out, move that over, so you don't, basically so it doesn't move. That's pretty much it for the video handover on this Swift Sprite Alpine 2. Like I say, lovely little caravan. It'll give someone many happy hours. I'll just quickly show you the roof lights. Gosh, brilliant, because that's right shining in my eyes. Push that forward, bring down, slide towards you, push up, and the other one, the handles just squeeze in. So squeeze the handles in together. I can't do that because I'm holding a phone, and then lift up. But do not travel with them open at all. So anyway, like I said, any questions, do please give us a call on 01373 752 100, and happy caravanning. Enjoy your holidays. Thank you. Bye bye.